Here with the Chatham Journal. We're here on a Friday afternoon. We're getting ready for the big super regional game here at the Bosch, and we've got some folks working hard. And they're what exactly? It's called mudding, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's right. So before every game, we get about 5 dozen baseballs. Sit back here, put some mud in our hands, and rub them up for the game.
Okay. Now, did you have to take some kind of online course to be able to do this, or can you fail at doing this?
You definitely can fail if you look at this guy's baseball.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! We're now comparing baseballs. All right, what is he doing wrong?
Well, you know, sometimes he just likes to take his sweet time, and they might not be wrong. It's just, you know, takes his time.
But isn't it good to take your sweet time?
That's right. See, what Brendan doesn't understand over here is that this is art. This is an artwork right here.
All right. Well, all right. Tell me the artwork specifically that goes into this. And there's only one place that makes this mud, isn't there?
Right, straight out of Delaware.
And it's a hidden place. I think he harvests it himself and doesn't let anybody follow him
Makes a
around.
whole lot of money doing it.
Like, doesn't he harvest it like once a year?
At least. At least.
I think he passed it on to his daughter, so it's not him anymore. I think it's like one of his kids.
Okay. And what if his daughter is doing it? There's nothing wrong with women picking up mud, is it?
I'm just saying, it's not him anymore.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me the routine here. You put a little bit on your. Can you actually get that off after you get done mudding?
Yep, we'll go in the back, wash our hands, get the mud off our hands.
Your mom would be so proud of you. All right. So what's the technique? You put it on. Now, do you all use the same technique? You put it on your palm.
There's different techniques to it. It really just depends how much you like being on your hand and how often you want to keep grabbing more mud. But I often try to just get as much as I can once per baseball, rub it in a little bit, then try to get it on there as nice and smooth. You don't want any clumps of like any darker mud on there. Just make it nice and smooth, like a golden egg. That's what
Like
I try
a
to
golden
get you.
egg. So you don't want lumpy baseballs.
Absolutely not.
The more like, say it gets really dark right here, then whenever the pitcher's throwing it, you can see the spin on it with like a fastball.
Oh, okay. So you're not putting mud on the entire ball. See, I didn't learn this
No,
yesterday.
we are putting mud. Like, you want to cover it in a consistent base. So like,
Yeah, but you were just talking about the
Yeah.
pitcher being able to see the spin.
yeah. So like, say all of it is this color, and then like a little bit darker, then you'll be able to see the spin.
Hey, Brian, no, I talked to there were a couple of different guys last year, but we were talking to them about how the mud, and these guys have two different techniques, and he thinks his technique's better than him. So I don't know. And the ladies are staying kind of quiet over there. Do you ladies mud as well?
We do.
You do? All right. Let me see your hands.
They're clean today.
Oh, you're not mudding today. Why not?
Specific mud from the Delaware River.
It is. All right. Anything else folks need to know? How do you decide, hey, I want to be do you call yourself mudders?
No, it's just a part of the job.
Managers?
Part of the job.
Part of the job. So all the managers do this or just select ones?
No, all of us do.
All right.
Well, it's just us now, so we
Yep.
do it.
We're the one.
Well, do you have to go through like a selection committee to be able to be selected to do the balls for the super regionals?
I don't think so. Pretty much like we start doing this in the fall whenever we have scrimmage
Yeah,
games.
every single baseball we have has been a ball rubbed by us.
Especially during regionals, when you're the home team for the regional, we have to rub the baseballs for every single game.
All right. So you mentioned doing 5 dozen balls. Are you smelling your hand?
I'm blowing on it.
Oh,
drying
I'm
it off.
blowing it. I'm like, wow. That's more information than I want to know. So so you said you do regularly 5 dozen, but super regionals, how many balls are you going to do? How many dozen?
Well, right now we probably have 8 dozen in that little bin, and then we have another 5 here for today and tomorrow.
Okay, when I was here last week for the regionals, I noticed there was like several carts of balls. So you just keep doing it as many as you need to, or?
Last week we took them home and did it.
Took them home, sat by the poolside, spent about 5 hours rubbing up baseballs.
A little bit of homework.
So you're sitting by the poolside just rubbing.
Heck yeah.
Do you get strange looks from anybody?
Oh yeah.
Tons of people asking what we're doing. Rubbing baseballs up.
All right. What's the silliest question that anyone's ever asked you about mudding baseballs?
Probably some of the ones you've asked.
All right, there's my claim to fame. Brian's in here taking pictures. All right. Anything else we need to know about mudding?
I don't think so.
All right. Let me ask you this: when the
Do you
pitchers,
know why they do it?
yes, why? You tell me.
to take the slickness off of the baseball so the pitchers can have a grip.
All right.
Because otherwise, straight out of the bag, they're pearls is what they're called because they're bright white. If somebody hands you a pearl and you're on the mound, you don't want it because you can't, it'll slip. You can't get a good grip. And if you're throwing 95 to 98, you want to know where that ball is going.
All right, and for folks who don't know, this is Brian, and Brian's specialty is baseball. He's been taking major league, minor league, all sorts of league pictures for like decades, actually, two
Probably-
decades,
probably
haven't
at
you?
least, yeah.
He's that old. Is there ever a situation where you see one of your balls get hit for a home run and you're like, hey, that's my ball, or there's no glory in this?
Well, sometimes when we give the balls to fans, you know, it just makes it a little bit more worth it. You know, like
Okay.
a little kid in the stands won a baseball that we rubbed.
Do you ever sign the balls?
If they ask us to sometimes.
Have you ever had to sign the ball?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I've signed some baseballs.
All right. So look, there is some glory in mudding up baseballs. Every once in a while, you get to give it to a fan and you get to sign one. Now, have you given one to your mom?
I have, yes. I've given one to my mom.
How about you?
Yeah, I got one from California that has the Cal logo on it, so I gave that one to my mom.
All right.
Gave one to both my parents, both of them, and hang them up at the house.
See, he loves both his parents.
Right.
How about you, ladies?
Not yet.
Not yet. What are you waiting for?
They don't love their parents.
Oh, no, we're not going into that discussion. All right, folks. So these are the guys behind the scenes who are mudding the ball. You learn a little bit. Look, yes, I know it, and I appreciate Brian being here taking pictures of muddy balls. But you learned a little bit about what goes on in the background.